Welcome back to Modern Cinematics. Today we will be counting down the best horror films of 2023 so far. So sit back and relax, and if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. 10. Influencer. This film shows the ups and downs of influencer lifestyle, both on and off camera. In this instance, the protagonist isn't who she portrays to be online. It showcases some amazing views and takes advantage of its scenery. It has some great performances, especially the antagonist. Although it is more a mystery thriller than a horror, the horror starts with a simple line from the antagonist to the lead. It's not just what is said, but how it is said. It elevates the anxiety and has some dark action scenes later on. A downside is that some aspects of believability don't work, and there are also too many montage scenes. 9. Knock at the Cabin. This is a film that is intriguing from the start, with the introduction of Dave Bautista's character, occasionally checking who is coming. This immediately makes the audience wonder who or what is on its way. It is ominous and builds tension. There are very good performances and Bautista's best performance to date. The film is well shot using primarily one location. I like the direction and the cinematography. The audience also keeps switching from believing the four characters and believing them to be crazy. Some things are explained that shouldn't. It's as if the writers didn't believe the audience was capable of coming to the conclusions they intended. 8. Huesera, The Bone Woman. This 2023 release makes us wonder if things that transpire are real or in the head of the protagonist. This way, it builds anxiety and creates a tense atmosphere with the lead having these internal battles. There are good jump scares scattered throughout the film, as well as some good performances. I hated the sister of the lead character and her niece and nephew. That being said, it is well made and executed. 7. Megan. Megan has a good setup and has some good acting performances, mainly in the child actor. The movie at times can be funny, but is dark and has some great sequences. The direction as well as the design and execution of the Megan character is impressive. You are unable to determine which parts are practical effects and which are computer generated. But unfortunately, this type of film has been done previously, but that does not take away from the overall film. 6. Malum. Jessica Sula provides a good performance as the lead. I like the cinematography, special effects, and the jump scares. It also boasts some fantastic creature designs. It might appear to be a mix of creatures you might have seen before, but I do not wish to take anything away from its design. There are some shocking scenes, and this film delivers on the blood and gore. This is a remake of The Last Shift, which was also done by the same director. 5. The Boogeyman. Yet another example of some amazing creature designs in horror films of 2023, but it also boasts some chilling jump scares, characters you can get behind, as well as stunning music and sound effects. The film is well shot with good direction and camera movements. I do have a few worrying aspects considering consistency. There are also some aspects not clearly defined within the film. That being said, it still manages to make our list. 4. Renfield. This is a return to form for Nicolas Cage. His time is limited on screen, but he makes his presence felt whenever given the chance. Renfield has very good performances, especially Cage and Holt. The makeup department did a spectacular job with Cage. If you enjoy, from time to time, a film that doesn't take itself too seriously, then you will love Renfield. It's a wonderful horror comedy with great action sequences and some very bloody scenes. There will be realistic aspects that you might not be okay with, but it will still be a blast watching this film. 3. The Pope's Exorcist. Russell Crowe shows the audience that yes, he is an Oscar winner. Although there are some great performances, the crowning jewel in this department is Crowe. The director provides some strong and clear direction, as well as some great camera work. Due to the number of Exorcist movies made to date, there are some cliches that might rub you up the wrong way, but it will not detract from your movie-going experience. 2. Evil Dead Rise. This is the 5th installment in the film series, and has a good opening scene, and one of the best name reveals I've seen in recent times. It has great performances throughout the film, especially that of Alyssa Sutherland as the antagonist. It has great tension which is amplified by the containment of this horror thriller in an apartment building. It has great special effects and cinematography, and delivers tons of blood and gore. Unfortunately, not many characters are properly fleshed out. After the opening scene, we go back one day, something I am personally not a fan of happening in films, especially after such a satisfying opening. 1. Scream. The previous Scream movie took the series in a new direction. The same can also be said for this new installment. For the first time, the film doesn't go back to Woodsboro. And for the first time, Sydney isn't in the film. The suspense, anxiety, and kills are more intense than in previous installments. Ghostface doesn't fumble around like any other movie that came before. This makes it scarier and deadlier and makes him look more determined. The pacing of the film is excellent. It even brings back Kirby from one of the previous films. But with all the changes made in this film, it still feels like Scream at the core. That is never lost on the audience. What they are doing with the character of Samantha is also very interesting. Being the daughter of Billy Loomis, Scream 6 brilliantly uses locations in New York City. Once again, it is filled with terrific performances all around, especially Melissa and Jenna. In my opinion, it is equal to the original film, and in a few aspects even exceeds it. The only downside is characters are stabbed multiple times, getting horrific injuries, and yet they survive, presumably saved for the next installment. I also didn't like the character of Gail. To be honest, I never really liked her, but that is not from a performance standpoint, but it is more on the writing side of it. That is our list of the top 10 horror films of 2023 so far. Let us know your favorites by listing your top 10 in our comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.